Let's get some analysis now on that story, and joining us on the line is military and security expert Helmoed Heitman. Mr. Heitman, very good afternoon to you. Thank you for speaking to us. I think first things first, your reaction then to State Secretary David Makhlobo saying there at that press conference yesterday that he hadn't seen this so-called intelligence report.
Well, our reaction would be surprise and concern, because if the minister in charge of the intelligence services has not seen a report that led to such important actions, then either he's not doing his job or that report did not come from the intelligence services. If it didn't come from the intelligence services, where did it come from? And clearly it hasn't been vetted by them either. So why is the president as head of state paying attention to something that hasn't been dealt with normal intelligence channels?
Can the president receive reports, intelligence reports, compiled externally and then act on them?
Look, he can receive anything he likes, but it isn't intelligence unless it's gone through the intelligence services. You get all sorts of information. You get rumors, you get malicious rumors, you get everything. The intelligence services have a process they go through to evaluate it. Who is the source? Is the source credible? Is the source credible in the particular circumstances? Where would that source have gotten information from? Does it fit the context? Is it sort of credible? Only then does information become intelligence, and then you give it to your boss. Now, whether you're an army officer giving it to your commanding officer, or whether you're the state security services, intelligence services giving it to the head of state, only after it's gone through that evaluation process. If the president receives information, and it's not intelligence, information from anywhere else, that he believes is important, that is critical, then he should pass it to the intelligence services to evaluate.
So
then does it become intelligence, and only then should he act on it.
All right. So did President Jacob Zuma then violate the National Intelligence Act and indeed the Executive Code in acting on information from a report that we now have the State Security Minister coming out saying that he hasn't even seen?
I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think he necessarily violated anything like that, because I'm not sure it says in the law that he's got to only act on these things. I think it's one of those normal assumptions that a head of state would have a responsibility not to act on anything that hasn't been properly evaluated.
All right, military and security expert Helmoed Heitman speaking to us there about State Security Minister David Makhlobo saying yesterday that he hadn't seen the so-called intelligence report that was used to fire Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan and his deputy Mcebisi Jonas. Of course, much reaction to their sacking as the country continues to react to President Jacob Zuma's cabinet reshuffle. Speaking